The ground shook. It felt like the bombs were landing on top of us. The shelling landed so close we had to lie on the ground. When you see your house burning, you can only thank God that you got out safely with your children. All our things were burned and stolen, but the fact that you are alive is enough. Your things can be replaced, but not your life. Since the fighting started, my husband hasn't been able to visit us. He's a soldier with the rebels. The hardest thing now is to find food and soap. My heart aches when I see other women taking care of their children in their homes, while mine are displaced. We stay the whole day in caves when the engine of planes fly overhead.
My name is Al-Baqir Ibrahim Hamdan. I am the operation commander in a mobile force and I have led more than 75 battles. Racism is everywhere in Sudan, especially in the north of the country. We experience it in our homes, in the streets, and in the schools. It makes a person from the Nuba Mountains feel like a third-class citizen. Racism makes it very hard to live in a society where you are not equal to your countrymen. In the Nuba Mountains, our lives have been hard for hundreds of years. Our great-grandfathers were slaves and hunted like animals in the forest. My grandfather was a soldier who fought in the war against the British colonizers. After we won independence in 1956, our brothers in the north took power. They restarted the colonizer system, but in a new way. Sudan is a diverse country in terms of cultures and religions. but I have never found my story in the school books.
We grew up in the Nuba Mountains. The war targeted us in our homes. We have no other place. Where else would we go? We have to stay here. Peace will find us here. My name is Ordania Jamal Abdurrahman. When my mother sent me to school, I didn't understand why it was important. But over time, I learned that education could be more important than the army. One time the planes came when I was on my way to school. We ran into the foxhole for shelter. A shopkeeper standing nearby refused to enter. We called out to him as the bombs fell. His body was separated from his legs by the shrapnel, and his head fell inside the foxhole. We climbed out, covered in blood. We thought it was ours. I arrived late on Monday. The principal wanted to punish me. I didn't tell anyone what happened.
The journalism was banned by the Khartoum government in Nuba Mountains because the government, they don't want people to know what is going on in Nuba Mountain. I became a journalist to fight against this ban. My name is Musa John. They call me Mosquito because I'm always buzzing here and there. When I heard that a recent Sudan armed attack had displaced thousands and killed 6 children in a bombing, I had to go investigate. It is dangerous, but I want to help my people. As I was near, I heard the sound of artillery shelling. When I woke up, I found this metal inside my leg. I lost hope completely. Like someone who's dying and then raising. Like I was in the grave and then come back. And life is not going to be like before. It has changed me completely because now I'm not strong as I was. And we don't know what will happen. I don't know actually what will happen to me and to my family.
President Bashir says this year will be the end of SPLA North in the Nuba Mountains. He says he'll send 100 planes to bomb us. The problem of this country is that the leaders don't listen to the voice of change, but they do listen to the sound of bullets. We cannot let Omar al-Bashir humiliate our Nuba people. We will push the gas pedal to the end. Sometimes they call it suicide. But we accept this for the sake of our people. I have two families, my soldiers and my family at home. From November to June, I'm in the battlefield and I don't see my family at home, but I remember them. My father didn't want me to be a soldier. I don't want my son to wear a uniform. My greatest hope is that I'm fighting so my son will not be a third-class citizen. I want him to be a Sudanese citizen.
If you just sit there and ask God for something, will He help you? No. You have to act and work hard, and God will give you what you need. When my children grow up, they must become soldiers to fight for their rights. If there is peace, then my children will be educated.
I wanted to interview the civilians to make the world know about this war, that the Nuba people are in need of help and emergency medicine. This is why I got injured. But I cannot give up. I still need to go out and report on the story of my people.
If people were really educated, we wouldn't fight with weapons. We would use our brains and communicate better with pen and paper. We can't leave our mothers here. When the war started, we were here. If we leave, then who will bring peace to our land?